Hi, this is the first lecture in the SAT1 Math course. My name is Ray and it's provided by A1 Prep. So let's get started. So the first question is number 9 from section 3 from the first exam in the blue book. Okay, so let's continue. So in the figure above, the tick marks are equally spaced on the number line. What is the value of x? Okay, so we have a given number line here. And of course, these marks are equally spaced. So that means whatever these values indicate should be equally spaced from 2 to 42. Now you can simply just count the spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 spaces between 2 and 42. So let's find what each space is equivalent in value. Okay, so what you can do is just subtract the end point, the start point, find the value of 40. So there's 40 between 2 and 42. And since there's 5 spaces, you divide this by 5. To find that, each space contains a value of 8, okay? So if I have 8 for each equally tick mark, I can just add 8 continuously on this. So if I add 8, it's 10 here, okay? Add 8 again, and you end up with 18. So our answer in this question is D, 18, okay? So that's our final answer. Moving on. Okay, number 12. When the positive integer k is divided by 7, the remainder is 6. Okay, so I like to do questions by cutting them into parts, and hopefully you guys can get into habit as well. So let me start by just writing this out. So I have positive integer k, okay? When divided by 7, I end up with some quotient, right? Now this is not given. We just know that this number is divided by 7, so we can just write quotient as q, okay? And our remainder is 6, okay? So our remainder is 6, okay? So that's what we know so far. Moving on, what is the remainder when k plus 2 is divided by 7? Okay, so now we have k plus 2 divided by 7, okay? So now the question is, what is the remainder? Okay, so how do we approach this question? Now this is quite a common format you see in the SAT exam. So I like to best represent this k. You can represent k as the following, okay? So if I want to write k in terms of the quotient, okay? K can be written as 7 times the quotient plus 6, okay? So k plus 2 is equivalent to what? Then k plus 2 is equivalent to 7 times q plus 8, okay? So our new number k plus 2 is going to have 8 on top of it adding 7 times q. So if I divide this by 7, what's going to happen? So let's divide 7 on both sides, okay? So if I divide 7 on both sides, what I see is that there will be q plus 1, okay? With a remainder of what? Remainder of 1, okay? So our answer is 1, but I like to just recap what went on in this case, okay? So we have some number, right? I'll show you on the number line, okay? So I have some number k, okay? I divide this by 7, okay? Then I end up with a remainder of 6, okay? So I can actually say that whatever number this is on the number line, okay? As shown above, that at this point, the remainder is 6, okay? So if I have such number k as remainder 6, that means the next number, if I just added 1, this number when divided by 7 will have a remainder of what? 0, right? Because I just added 1 to the original number, so then this number should be fully divisible by 7. So if I add another 1 at k plus 2, the remainder should be 1, okay? Another way of doing this, okay, if this is a little bit harder to understand, the best way to do this, one of the best ways is actually just inputting a number in k, okay? So just find a number that, when divided by 7, the remainder is 6. So what's an easy number? How about 13, okay? Because 13, when divided by 7, you end up with quotient of 1 with remainder 6. So when I add 2 to 13, it becomes what? It becomes 15. And when 15 is divided by 7, you end up with 2 with remainder of 1, okay? So you can see that whenever you add a number, it's just like adding a number on the remainder, okay? And then you can find the remainder from, okay, dividing that remainder by 7 as seen here, okay? So what you should do approaching this is add the number, take 2, right? On the remainder given, 6, and divide this by 7 to find the remainder as well, okay? So our answer in conclusion is B. The remainder is 1, okay?